Hey everybody. I was just sitting down doing my nails and I thought, well, I haven't shown everybody on my personal page how to do this. So I am going to show you, and this might be a long video and I apologize for that, but I kind of want it to be kind of a slow pace so that you guys can really see how awesome these are. So if you don't know, I have switched over to Clio Color. It is press-ons that are really great. And they also have LED gel strips. I'm just gonna show you the last one that I had on. It was pretty great. So they come in this resealable bag, which is awesome because they last up to a year. And this was a set called Merry Moment. It was just a beautiful red glitter. These are the LED gel strips. I mean, what? So gorgeous. And I had those on for like 7 days, I think. And they could have stayed on, but I just was so ready for something else. I get really bored. So I like to change my nails every like 5 days. Okay, I'm gonna actually, oh, hi guys, say hi when you're on. So I'm gonna show you, first I left 2 strips on so that I could show you how to remove them. This is the LED gel and this is the press on. So I'm gonna show you how easy those are to remove, and then I'm gonna put a press on so that you can see. This is our matte black. It's called Blackout. It's just a matte black press on. These are the short press ons, but we also have different lengths and stuff and different shapes. So these are the longer ones. We have these pretty like, just this effect that they are able to do on the press-ons are so cool. So they're different shapes and stuff. If you want to check it out, my website is Clio Color with K's, cliocolor.com/Tiffany. And you can check those out as I'm applying if you want to. But before I start with the remover, what you're gonna wanna have is paper towel and a cuticle stick that comes with your remover. It also comes in these packages, so hold on to that. And then you're gonna want our Easy Remove, and it just comes in a little dropper, and yes, a little goes a long way. So this is oil-based. It's going to loosen up your adhesive on both your LED strips and your press-on. So it's one stop, it's just one product that you use to remove everything. And so what you're gonna wanna do is take your wooden cuticle stick, super easy, you guys, and you're gonna wanna just lift, break the seal a little bit. You're not pushing, you're just kind of breaking the seal enough to drop some remover in there. Okay, so I've got that up. And if you can't get in there, just start by pouring it along the edges. And then you can take your cuticle stick. Hi guys, say hi. Hi Jamie. This is not easy to do. Am I on my personal page? Yeah, okay, good. I'm so used to going live in my VIP group that I thought maybe I defaulted to there. So you're just you're not forcing the strip off. You're just guiding the remover into like the under part of the nail. You're just guiding it very gently. If you start forcing it or pushing it, it's the adhesive's gonna lift your natural nail layers off, and you don't wanna do that. So let the remover do its thing. It's so easy. And now that I have a little bit more of a lift in there, I drop a little bit more remover. The LEDs come off really fast. Again, this one that I'm taking off right now is a LED gel. And it's already coming up quite a bit. So I'm gonna drop more in there just because when you feel it start to get a little tight, you don't wanna keep forcing it. You do not wanna force these because this is how you're gonna remove them without damaging your nail bed. So you just kind of leave that stick in there, or you can like use your finger to kind of prop it open a little bit, drop some in there. Yeah, it's really easy, Jamie. So I used to wear, I wear glitters a lot. I love glitters, and those are really hard to take off with nail polish remover. It's not hard, it just takes forever. So here it comes. And it's just gonna come off in one piece. That's the LED gel. So once it cures, that's a nice hard nail. Just throw that away. And this is where you're gonna want to, the nail is stuck to my finger. This is where you're gonna wanna take your paper towel, and you're gonna have adhesive still on your fingernail. So you're gonna wanna drop a couple drops right there and then just wipe it off with a paper towel. You can also use just like an old dish rag or something, and it just wipes right off. But look how long and beautiful, no damage there. Let's get in real close. I'm very hard on my hands, and actually these LED strips are going to provide so much durability and strength to your nails because that gel top coat is like indestructible. I mean, I am constantly hitting it on things, and there's so many times where I felt like, oh my gosh, I definitely chipped it right there, and it did not chip. And it's like, look how long my nails are. They're so healthy right now. This is not a thing for me. They never grow out this long. I can never tap them on the table, but these are like super long for me. And I've never been able to grow them out this long. And what's awesome is this one, like immediately when I take my strips off, my nails are so fragile that they just break. So I actually have a crack in this one. And I did a test last time. I put the LED strip over my crack, over the crack in my nail, and it kept it from breaking. So it's still, that crack is still there, but it held it. It's so durable. So I really, really love the LED gel strips. And then now I'm going to show you how to take off the press on. So you can just drop a couple, like just kind of get the remover on around it to kind of help you break that seal. Which glitter do you have on, Jamie? You're just gonna kind of get in there. Just enough so that you can drop some remover in there. I feel like my kids are gonna start screaming, you guys. Homeschool mom life is very different to get used to. I love them. I love them being here. But they get really noisy when I'm doing lives. It's like they know. And again, you're not forcing it. You're just gently working the remover underneath the nail, underneath the press on with the cuticle stick. And every time I go back and forth, it goes in. That's going to sound dirty. Every time I go, I don't know how to say it. It goes in a little bit farther underneath the nail. Guys, there was just no way for me to say that. And this is just my life. You know, I always say things and they end up being dirty and I don't mean it to. And then I start blushing and I get embarrassed and my chest gets really hot. My blood pressure spikes. Okay. My husband's going to give me so much crap for that later. Babe, you better not be watching. Get off. I get embarrassed. So you're just working off that press on. And now I'm going to probably go, I'm going to try to get off the other side because there's something I want to show you about this adhesive. So this adhesive, if you've worn our press-ons yet, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. They call it the wiggle. And the adhesive is on each nail. It's on the back of each nail. So you don't have to use glue to apply these. It's already gonna have the adhesive on it. But it's flexible adhesive, which keeps it from popping off your nail. Because normally with glue, it just cements it down to your natural nail bed. This is normally much quicker. It's just because I'm talking. The glue cements it down to your natural nail bed. And when you hit it on something, it just flies off because there's no give, right? So that's like, if you think about like shocks on a car, it's going to absorb the impact so that your nail doesn't just shock or like pop right off and take your natural layers with it, your natural nail layers. This stuff is going to flex. So if you hit it, it's going to, your nail's physically going to move. Like your press on is going to move. It's so weird. The first few days that you wear it is when you really feel it because it takes the adhesive about 48 hours to fully bond. So, I mean, you're fine. You can still like take your showers and stuff, do the dishes, but just over that first 48 hours, it's going to really, work on that bond to your natural nail. So, but you can really feel that wiggle in the first 48 hours. You know what I'm talking about. But it's normal. It's supposed to do that. That's what keeps it from popping off of your natural nail. That's what prevents the pop off. So I am trying to get this so I can show you this adhesive. It's wild. So I've got the press on off. Can you see the adhesive? It's got like such a flexible hold. It's like Spider-Man webs in there. It's bananas. So that just popped right off. And now I'm going to, oh, I love Lightyear, Jamie. I'm going to get the rest of that adhesive off. The adhesive on the press-on is going to take a little more work to get off than the LEDs because there's a lot of it on there. So you're just going to use your paper towel to kind of pinch it off. Just kind of grab it with the paper towel and pull it off. You might have to go back a couple of times. But yeah, this adhesive is, oh my gosh, I had these on. The recommended wear for the press-ons is 10 days, up to 10 days, but they will last much longer than 10 days if you apply it right. If you tried these and they didn't work for you, they were pulling your hair or they popped off, then it just means they weren't applied right, and let's work together. Like, please message me. Don't stop using them because the first application didn't work very well. when you apply them right, those babies are on there for, I mean, I had mine on for 14 days and I'm very hard on my hands. And the LEDs, same. I could have left them on, but I just was like, okay, I'm taking these off because I've had them on for so long and I want to try all the new things. But look, 0 damage. Beautiful. Okay, I need to go wash my hands. Please bear with me for a second. Just showing you how easy that remover was, but now I need to go wash the oil off my hands and I'll be right back to show you how to apply. Give me a minute. It's awkward. Just pretend you're hearing like elevator music right now. I'm coming. Oh, sorry guys. Okay. The first few days the press-ons freaked you out. Isn't it weird, Amanda? Like so I didn't know that when I first applied it. I was like, why? I feel like it's like pushing up to my cuticle. It's so weird. And then someone told me it's the adhesive. So, oh, I still feel like a couple of my nails have adhesive on them. Where is my stuff? I threw my paper towels away. Hold on. I got to get some of the adhesive off still. Because it's oil-based, it's hard to feel it sometimes. So, does anybody have any questions while I'm doing this? Wasn't that removal process so easy? Like, for press-ons and LEDs, normally you have to go to a salon and have them removed with like dipping your fingers in acetone, and then they have to like drill your nails, and man, if anyone is used to going to the salon, like, it's time to break up with your salon. This is so much better for your nails. This is going to save you so much money, and it's gonna last. And then if you're like me and in a couple of days you just get tired of wearing the same nails, you can just take them off just as easily as I did and do your nails yourself. Like, it's just so much fun, and it saves you the trip. It saves your nails from the drill, because I used to get my nails done when I was in high school and college, and I stopped because my nails are so fragile anyway. And the drilling, first of all, hurt. Like, they cut my cuticles quite often with the drill. And then the process to get, like, to fill them where they were just drilling, I had all these ridges in my natural nails and they wouldn't grow. It was just such a bad process. So if you're looking for something better for your nails, if that matters to you, or you're looking to save money, please let me know, or check out Clio. Check out my webpage, because these things are so much fun. And I mean, look how beautiful, and that, like, my nails are never this healthy and long. So, did I get it all off this time? Okay. Before I wash my hands, I'm going to just buff these real quick. So does anybody have any questions? Play elevator music? Yes. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Convenienced. Oh, did you mean convinced you to switch? Or you want me to convince you to switch, Christy? I will. I'm going to show you how easy these are. My nails are never this long. Okay, and I'm sorry, I have to go wash my hands again, but I am going to push my cuticles back. When you, this one, I'm going to put on All Nighter. It's black. And the reason I'm putting this one on is because I'm also wanting to put on a press on and show you. This is matte black, and I don't want my hands to look too different. So I'm gonna wear black on each hands. So inside you're gonna get 2 strips. So pretty. Tons of sizes in here. You're gonna have so many left over. And they give you this convenient little resealable bag so you can save everything. I put the smaller ones on my daughter. It's just so much fun. And you're also gonna get a file and a cuticle stick and a nail prep pad. I need to push my cuticles back, so before you start, you're gonna push this. It's so important to push your cuticles back with these products. I mean, with any nail product, if you have dead skin or cuticles, stubborn cuticles that won't push back and they're just attached to your nail bed, that's going to go underneath your nail strip and keep the adhesive from really bonding with your natural nail. So you are going to have lift if you have anything but natural nail under there. So it's like very crucial that you push your cuticles back and get everything off of your nails So right now I feel like I still have the oil from the remover on here. If you're going to wash dishes or shower, do it beforehand because you're gonna want the adhesive to not get wet for at least an hour. I mean, I can wash my hands and everything's fine quickly, but you don't wanna like take a shower for the first 2 hours. So I would recommend doing them before bed. But push those cuticles back. And if you have really stubborn cuticles, you're probably gonna have to go to like Walmart or whatever and get a cuticle softener to really push it off and get it off your nail, because you have to apply these right on your nail bed for them to really work the way that they're intended to. So the press-ons, if you get a good seal on there, you won't have hair snagging in there. For 14 days, I had 0 hairs snagging underneath my press-ons or my LEDs. They won't lift. Everything will look flawless for that long. It's crazy, but you have to get your application down, and I'm here to help. So if you ordered from me and you need help applying, please message me and let me help. But watch this too, because it's really helpful if I can show you how to do it. I'm gonna go wash my hands again. Hold on. Elevator music. Here I come. Are you still there? Did you wait for me? You waited for me. Okay, so I got all the oil off of there. Oops, I have some comments. Yeah, Danielle, it's so damaging to get your nails done at the salon. Like, it's pretty, but it can be pretty to do it this way too and last just as long and look just as good. So let's save those nails, please. Christy, I'm gonna convince you. Okay, that's my job today. Okay, so I've got my cuticles pushed back. My hands are nice and clean. I don't feel any oils on there. Something very important with when you do your nails, if you do your, let me close my door, my kids are screaming. Bear, be quiet. So something important when you're doing your nails, usually with like any product where you apply it at home, unless it's liquid nail polish, you want to make sure that your strips aren't cold. If your hands are really cold, like mine, my hands are just constantly cold. They're actually not cold right now, but normally I have really cold hands and I just use a heating pad to apply every time I do my nails at home. This is what I use with strips and stuff, because my nails are just too cold and I can't get it right. So your nail, to make sure your hands aren't cold, and you want to make sure your strips aren't cold. So normally I plug this in and I put it on low and I lay it on my desk, and then I lay my strips, I lay everything I'm doing on top of it and just let it be a little bit warm. Like a little bit warmer than room temperature, especially if your room is cold. Put them on a heating pad and I swear you'll never go back. Like almost every time I apply on a heating pad, because I'm always cold. So today it's actually hot in here. Thank you, Texas. So I don't need to use it today, but so the LED gels are going to be a strip that you put on. They're not going to add any length to your nails. They're just going to go on your natural nails, and they need the, oops, I'm not set up. They need the LED light to apply. So this sale is, if you buy 3 of the LED gels, you get the lamp for free. So you definitely want to buy 3 of those. And okay, now I'm all set up. Okay, so first I'm probably just gonna put 1 strip of each on just to show you guys without keeping you here for too long. Before you start, you're gonna want to prep your nail beds with the alcohol pad. This is like a nail dehydrator. It's gonna help you get that really good seal. And really clean it. Don't just do it really fast, clean your nails. And then I usually put it across my fingertips too, because if you have oils on your skin and you touch the strips, you're gonna get oils underneath it. And what breaks up our adhesive? Oils. So clean your hands really well, use the prep pad, get all your oils off of your fingers, and try not to touch too much. If you have greasy skin like I do, try not to touch the part that's gonna go on your nail. I touch the other side, but I don't touch the part that goes on my nail. Okay, so what's awesome about these is it has the clear backing, so you can size them out before you even take them off. And sizing is really important. So you really want to get a good fit on these. If it's too big and it's touching your cuticles or it's running into your skin, that causes it not to adhere to that part because it's stuck on your skin, and it's going to lift, it's going to snag your hair, or it's going to peel off. And you don't want that. Actually, they probably won't peel off. They'll just lift on the edge right there and snag your hair, and it's going to drive you crazy. So you want to take your time the first few times to figure out what your true size is. And if you get one on there and it's too big, just know for next time, shoot for the smaller one. You can stretch them a little bit. You definitely don't want them too big. So if they're too big, go down a size and try to stretch it. If you are like in between sizes, you want to get the one that fits. And there's so many on here that you're probably able to find the one that fits. So you just hold it up and you kind of want to bend it around. So that one's way too small. You can kind of bend it around to see what size you are. This is not easy to do when I'm live. Oh, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be measuring my pinky. Gosh, I'm all over the place, you guys. I feel like that's a good one, but maybe one size smaller. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this one. And then you just peel up, there's a plastic layer on it. Taking this off isn't gonna dry your strips out, but this just protects the gel from getting scratched and stuff, so I would leave it on. But like I said, this gel top coat is like indestructible. So I think I'm the third one in, so I'm gonna grab this one, but I'm gonna grab it on the other side so I don't get my oils all over it. Look how shiny it is. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's super simple, you guys. They're thick, but they're not so thick. They're not so thick that they're like hard to work with. They still are pretty flexible, but what I like is they're sturdy enough to stay straight when you're like trying to apply it instead of falling down or like curving. That always drove me nuts. You're gonna push your cuticle back one more time. Am I in here? And you're just going to put it on right up to your cuticle, not on it, not under it, just right up to it. And then did I get a good size? Yeah, it's a good size. You can stretch them a little tiny bit, not very much, but they will stretch a little bit. You could also pick it up and replace it if you didn't place it again, if you didn't get it on there very good, but they will stretch a little bit. So once you get it on there, before you cure these, you're gonna want to really get a good fit, okay? So get those sides in there, because if you cure it without it being attached to your nail, it's gonna lift because you didn't cure it attached to your nail. So really, if you don't have a rubber cuticle pusher, you can also use the cuticle stick that came in with it. And you're not gonna scratch these. So, I mean, I wouldn't use like the pointy side, don't try to scratch it, but use the flat part to really push that down on your nail bed before you cure it. And then I kind of go all the way to my nail tips, all the way up to the cuticle, get a really good hold on there. Push it down as much as you can. Yes, Wendy, you can cut these. So if you want, you can cut that right there. And if your nails are short enough, you can use that for the other side. Yes. Mine are not short enough for that. So they're not short enough anymore. Usually I can, but these have helped my nails grow out so much that I can't use them on the other side anymore. And I am not complaining about that. So before you cure, once and like look underneath too, make sure you've got a good, this is Nail Boss Life. This is another strip from last time. Okay. It was still sticky. Wow. Okay. So you got a good seal on there, and then you want to cut this down as close as you can to your natural nail bed. And you can kind of look on the other side and see where that is. You don't have to cut your natural nail. Just get it as down as far as you can to it. I'm sorry, I try to keep it in the view of the camera and I don't do a very good job at that. So I cut that down, push it back on again, and then you're gonna wanna cure it. I don't know if you can see. It's not super exciting, but so you can do all your nails at the same time and then cure them all at once. If you hold this the button down, if you click it once, it's gonna go for 45 seconds. If you hold it, it's gonna go for a minute. I usually give it a minute, and then oops, I wanna push that down a little more. Okay, and then I kind of like rotate it back and forth. This is not a UV light, so I wanna clear that up. This is an LED light. So a lot of people are coming back and saying like, oh, I'm concerned about the UV light because it's bad for your skin or it's harmful, and this is not a UV light. This is going to put out way less UV than a UV light, like the ones you go to use at the salon where you're exposed under there for minutes. This is 1 minute and it's not putting out near as much UV. So this is a much safer way to do your nails. And I kind of just rotate it back and forth. Again, you can do all your fingers at once. You don't want to cure. Maybe if you need to, you can cure it one more time, but you shouldn't need to after that first initial cure. Don't cure it more than 2 times because the over curing can cause your strips to crack. So don't do it too many times. Okay. And then you'll feel that it's hard. It should feel not like hard as a rock, but it will feel hard when you're done curing it. I'm like, is my phone gonna fall? And then you're gonna want to take your file. This is the smooth side. The other side is grittier, and I do have to say that because some people were trying to file with the smooth side. You're gonna want to use the gritty side. And if you have a nail file that's grittier, use that because this is gonna take a little bit of work. So you want to get everything off that's not touching your natural nail and file down. You don't want to go up because you're pushing the strip off your nail. So anything you can do to get it to file to adhere better to your nail or to come down to your nail, you want to do that. So you want to just file. I'm not going back and forth. I'm filing down, picking it up and putting it back and filing it down. Same here too. And people have been saying like, oh, the filing is too hard. It shouldn't be. It should be pretty simple. Maybe you just need to cut it down closer to your nail. So maybe you're not having to file so much of the strip off. Cut it down closer to your natural nail. And I'm still learning this too. I've taught a couple of different ways to do this, but I think that this is the best one to cut it down to where it's almost all the way down to your natural nail. So that way you're not having to file off too much because it's gummy. It's got that gel top coat on it. So it's going to be gummier and harder to file. That's it, guys. That was the LED gel and you're done. And this is so beautiful. It's going to last up to 14 days or longer, however long you want to leave it on. And if you get a good seal and bond on there, it's not going to pull your hairs out. It's not going to lift. It's going to stay on unless something crazy happens. But if your hands are cold, it is going to affect the way this applies. So make sure that it's either warm in your room or you have a heating pad out. Just warm those strips up, warm your hands up. You're going to get a lot of life out of these. And when you're done, they should look good, right? So if you're done curing and they still look like they're lifting or whatever, then we didn't get a very good bond or seal. We didn't get it close enough to your natural nail. Next time we'll do it better. But it should look perfect when you're done, right? Like that's perfect. You don't see any chipping. There's no lifting. There's no wrinkles. It looks like I just went to the salon and got a gel manicure, but I did it at home for way less money and 0 nail damage. So have I convinced you yet? Christy, I'm looking. Did I convince you yet? I want to know. Okay, so I'm going to show you the press-ons now. The press-ons I'll do the rest of my manicure later. So I'll move that out of the way. The press-ons are even easier than the LEDs. So I like the LEDs better because they're more my jam. I prefer like a natural nail. But what's nice about these is they have these short ones, which are going to be a little bit more petite than our regular ones. So like these longer ones are a little bit wider for a wider nail bed. So if you have wide nail beds, you want to go with these. But I have pretty wide nail beds and I'm able to use these. The thumbs are a little too small for me, but I make it work. I don't mind if it's a little bit too small because I love the short press-ons so much. I'm going to have to probably file these down. Maybe I shouldn't do these ones because my nails are so long right now. So if you wear the short press-ons and your natural nail is longer than the adhesive, because the adhesive is only going to go, it's not going to go to the very edge of the nail. So if your natural nail is longer than the adhesive, you have to file it down because then part of your nail is not going to have adhesive on it and there's nothing attaching it to the press-on. So you're going to get like snags in there. So your nail has to line up with the adhesive. So I don't want to file my nails down just right now. So I'm probably going to go with these. I haven't applied a long one yet. But these are even easier and quicker than the LEDs. LEDs are probably going to be my jam just because I like a more natural look. But these press-ons are so lightweight that they feel natural. I don't really feel like I'm wearing a press-on. I didn't think I was going to like the press-ons. I thought I will just try these for my VIPs so I can test them out, but I'm probably never going to wear the press-ons. I like them because when they're on, they don't feel like a press-on. If you get a good seal on there, and we're going to work on that, right? Don't just give up after the first try. So it comes like this, and you have your little display here, but when you pop this off, you have a bunch underneath. And they are numbered, so once you know what number you are, you just keep, you know, using that number each time. So you pop these off, and you're gonna have a bunch more into here. You're also gonna have another prep pad and cuticle stick and file under here as well. Why the file? Because you can change these. So if you're like in between sizes, and this is the only one that you have that's close enough, you can actually, so get as close as you can and file the sides down until they fit your nail. Again, the sizing is crucial. If they're too big, you're not gonna get a good seal, and you're gonna get hair snags underneath your press-on, which I know is annoying to everybody. So if you're getting hair snags, it's probably a sizing issue, or you have cuticle underneath it or something. So we just gotta get that cuticle out of the way. And the more you work with your cuticles, the better it will be next time. So this is the size 0. This would be for my thumb. And it has a tab in here which has a 0 on it. And if you're wondering what that tab is, it's covering the adhesive that's already on the strip. So you don't have to use nail glue. And I remember, my mom's gonna kill me for this, I remember my mom like traveling with nail glue in her purse at all times. She always had lipstick and nail glue. And she would be somewhere and her nail would pop off, and she would whip her nail glue out in the car and glue it back. She'd have to like find her nail and glue it back on, and then like Ziploc her glue and put it back in her purse. Like that was her life, right? And I vividly remember that. No more. If you want, you can carry this with you, and there's already adhesive on the back, so it's no mess, no gluing your fingers together, no dealing with glue. If you had a pop-off, it's going to be much easier for you to attach another one, but you're not going to have pop-offs because we're going to apply it right. So you're going to find the right size here. I'm going to do my pinky, and I think I'm a number 8 for my pinky. And you just put it on, and you want it to fit perfectly. If it doesn't fit perfectly, it's a little bit too small, go up a size and file it down. But when you push down, you want it to go from edge to edge. And if it doesn't, you're gonna see how you can see my pinky in there? You don't wanna see that. That's gonna make it very easy to see that it's too small or that you're wearing a press on. So go up a size from there. Okay, so that's a better fit for me. I kind of wish, what number is that? 7? I kind of wanted a black one on my pinky though. And I'm gonna try to make the 8 work. Because I think that if I push it down enough, I can just file that little bit off from my pinky so that it doesn't show. So I'm gonna try to make this one work. So here's the awesome part. Watch how easy this is. We already pushed our cuticles back. We already used our prep pad. And you're going to, when you're ready, peel off this tab. It is perforated, so if you have short nails and that adhesive is gonna be exposed, you can actually just rip off what you need and leave the rest of it there. But I just rip all of it off, and then after like a couple hours, I go back and just, so here we're peeling it off. You see how it's perforated? I go back, I'm trying to get you to see the perforations, but it's hard to see. I go back and just scrape that off with like tweezers because I want all of the adhesive on my nails. But so you could do it either way. So here's your strip. It is very important that you remember which side is the cuticle side, because last time I put mine on upside down and they are not reversible. This is tapered down for the cuticle so that it won't snag your hair. And when I put it on upside down, it's not tapered and it was grabbing my hair. Like it looked good, but they're not reversible. So you have to use the cuticle side. So what you want to do is, oops, after you push your cuticle back, I have a hair on there. Make sure there's nothing on your nail. You don't want anything under it. You're gonna go in, because there's adhesive on it, you're gonna go in at an angle right up to your cuticle, almost under your cuticle, but not under your cuticle. And when you have it lined up, you're just gonna push, like let it fall down, and then look at it and straighten it out before you press it down. So make sure it's in the middle. And then that's it, guys. Press it down. It's recommended that you press it down for 45 seconds. Press it everywhere. Press it on the sides. And that's it. So when you're in a pinch and you don't want to sit and apply your nails, like put your LEDs on, if you have a date night or you're like, crap, I need to do my nails for something, you're going to do these in 10 minutes. It's amazing. And then your nails are going to look like you just went to the salon. So, And then, like I said, the first 48 hours, you're gonna feel that wiggle. Anytime you think about it, because they're still bonding to your nail bed within that 48 hours, they're gonna be fine. But anytime you think about it, just give them a little press in that 48 hours. It's just gonna adhere them even better. Especially if they are snagging your hair, just press them down every time you think about it. That's it. Look how pretty that is. And it's a little crooked, so I can still, within the first 48 hours, I can still wiggle it over and press it down again. Isn't this adhesive crazy? But that's it. And I think that is the right size. I'm pretty sure I can just file that off. If you want to take your file and just, I'm not filing the press on, I'm just filing my nail because it's sticking out. This is the coffin shape. So these actually do fit. It's just because this is a coffin shape. And my nails underneath this are square. So yeah, easily just file that off. Perfect. Now it's a perfect fit. And what's awesome is this is probably gonna drive me crazy because it's too long and I work with my hands too much and I don't like long nails like that. So I'm probably gonna go take my nail fee and then come back and I'm going to take clippers or my scissors and cut them down where I like them. And then you're just gonna take your file and like smooth it out. You can change these, like you can edit your strips, you can modify them and make them shorter to your liking and shape them however you want. And I think that that is awesome. So these press-ons, guys, please promise me you will try these. They're so good. And if you are a salon girl, next time you take a break, come find me, get your nails off, come try these, because let's heal your nails. I know they're probably not in a good place, so let's heal them. They have matte, they have shorts, they have these pretty like long coffin ones, we have almonds. They're great. So if you're willing to give them a try, please come talk to me. I'll also, you can find my link anywhere. You can always find my link at howpolished.com, how like my name, H-O-W-E, polished.com, and then just shop Cleo Color. It's always going to be in there. Let me just make sure I don't have any questions here. Are the LED gels different prices? Oof. I'm kind of new. I think they range from 18 to 19. Alicia or Elisa. I think they range from 18 to 19. I don't please don't quote me on that. I can get back to you. I'll find the graphic and send it to you. They are buy 3, get the lamp free, and you're going to need that lamp or else they won't cure. Are you putting on black today? Yes, Stephanie. I know, I did. I put black on both, so hopefully I can match a little bit, but I'm in this phase where I'm trying to teach my VIPs and you guys how to put the press-ons and the LEDs on, so I'm trying to like do one of each. It's been okay. Can you cut them and use, yes, I already answered that. Is the removal process for the LED gels the same as the removal for the press-ons? Yes, Jessica, exactly the same. The LEDs come off faster. The press-ons take a little more work because there's a little bit more adhesive in there that you have to get through, but it is the same process. I did that at the very beginning. So if you want to go back and watch that, I did it at the very beginning. I've been with Color Street 6 years because of ease. The press-ons are going to be very easy, Christy. But I get it. I love Color Street too. I absolutely love Color Street. And you can also apply Color Street over these. So if you wanted to put like a color, like a glitter over this, like a overlay, you can put your Color Street over these, over the press-ons or the LEDs. And I'm going to test, we just launched clear ones. I just ordered them. I'm going to test to see if I can put Color Street on first and then put the gels over it. And what's awesome is if you put the Color Street over the gels or over your press-ons, the removal process is going to be quicker because the glitters are much harder to take off with Color Street. But yeah, you can use these together if you wanted to. What else was I going to say? I thought of something I was going to say and then I totally forgot. Oh, Rachel, I don't want to cut and file it yet because I have to go get my nail fee. What if I cut one of these little baby ones that I'm not going to use? Would that be okay? So like this one doesn't fit me, so I can cut this one. Just pretend I have it on. Okay, so you want to cut here and it just snips right off. It doesn't chip or anything. You can get that even. I just flicked that way over there. And then you just take your file and just file it down. I am going to probably shorten these. I just want to get my nail fee first. You shape it and they shape so easily. And because of that gel top coat, it's not going to chip or anything. So you can, I'm like filing pretty hard here. So I made it shorter. See? So easy. And what's, oh, I forgot to tell you, these press-ons are really, like they're flexible. So they're sturdy, but they're not so thick that they're like bulky. So what's crazy to me is I have on LEDs on one hand and press-ons on the other, and I don't feel a difference. I thought that this would feel more bulky because it's a press-on, but it's not. I feel like they're so light, it just feels like it's my natural nail, but and I was worried about that because I thought, oh my gosh, these are gonna be so flimsy, but they're not. They're not flimsy at all. They're very durable. That gel top coat is really durable. I need to order square press-ons. The difference between the LED gels versus the gel strips. Liana, the gel strips are the non-LED gel strips are being discontinued, so don't even mess around with those. You can try them if you want. I don't even know if they're still available on the site. They were supposed to discontinue them in February, but they don't need, the only difference is they don't need the light to cure for the non-LED ones, but they're not as good. So if I'm you and what I want for you to do is to try the LED ones because they're gonna give you the best wear, and they're gonna be much better. So I would do the LED ones. Oh, thank you, Arlisha. I'm gonna get it, Arlisha. For the LEDs are 18 to 19 and the press-ons are 15 to 16. And the LEDs are buy 3, get the lamp free. Can you do a short video after your nail fee? Can you reuse them after removal? Okay, yes, Rachel, I can try to take a video of me clipping them. Are you in my VIP group? I'm probably not gonna go live on my personal page again today, but I can record a video and send it to you. Or join my VIP group, I might do it in there. I just gotta tell, oh, thank you, Christina. Can you reuse them after removal? No, I mean, could you take remover and probably scrape off the adhesive or like remove the adhesive and then use your own nail glue and put it on? Probably, but I don't know after you use the remover to take these off, I don't know if they're gonna be in good condition to reuse them. They advertise that they're not reusable, but I don't know. Maybe you could remove the adhesive inside and then use nail glue if you wanted to. But okay, that's all for now. If I don't have any questions, I'm gonna hop off. But these are pretty amazing. And again, like if you tried them and they didn't work for you, please message me and let's figure out why. If they're too small, I can help. If they are lifting or grabbing your hair, there's a reason. Something went wrong with the application process, because I promise you, if you get the application down, they're gonna last you and they're gonna be great. They're not gonna pull your hair, they're not gonna lift, they're not gonna pop off, they're going to last. I promise you. So reach out. Don't give up after the first try. Don't be scared to tell me like, oh God, I want to like these, but they're not working. Please just message me and let's work through why that happened, because there's a reason. But okay, I'm going to hop off. I don't see anybody else asking questions. Thanks for watching. And I will probably be doing this quite a bit because I want you guys to be familiar with the process, because application is so important. I want you guys to be familiar with it and to really get it down. So there is going to be a learning curve, but we can get it down. Okay, thanks guys. I'm going to pop my link in here. My VIP group is How Polished. My website is always howpolished.com, How with an E like my last name. Everything is on there. You can find my VIP group. You can find, we have subscription boxes that you can customize and put your own manis in there. You're going to get a discount plus be able to customize it. So if you're like a returning customer, you can always choose either 3 or 5 manis each month, depending on what you want. You can find, did I say my VIP group? You can find application videos in there. You can find my shopping link. Like everything is going to be in there. So I really hope that you guys give it a try. And again, if you had trouble with the application, just message me. Okay, bye.